So welcome to Superlap Scotland, powered by Rockstar Energy, for the Rockstar Energy Chase Race at Knockhill. A race done on aggregate, and let's see how these guys get on. Decent entry for the chase race as they make their way up towards the start line. Lights on, rolling start, as you can see. Lights off and down towards the first corner they go, and it's Paul Rankin who leads from Ian Bonthrone as they come through. Bonthrone all over the back of Paul Rankin. Paul Rankin, though, is no stranger to racing. He has done this quite a few times before, and he's also a racer in the SMRC. He knows all about how to deal with a bit of pressure, and that BMW all over the back of Paul's Westfield as they make their way up the back straight now towards Clark Corner. Adam Morrison giving Keith Cowie a hard time, and Jenny Muir at the back for the first time in her lovely little, we're going to say Colin Dorward actually, Colin Dorward and Jenny Muir's lovely little Suzuki Swift as they come through the hairpin and make their way up the main straight now. So a bit of pressure, what can Rankin do? He'll have to soak up this pressure as much as he can. Overall though, has Bonthrone got a little bit more pace in that car? Well, maybe we shall find out as we go over the crest of the hill and start another lap as they go in towards McIntyre's just now. Through McIntyre's they come and accelerate from McIntyre's down through Butcher's. This is where the speed really, you feel it in the car. It pushes into the driver's seat as you go through there. Paul Bell has got through the pack there actually as we go on board with Begbie. And this will be all action as we go through the chicane. Ewan throws the car through the chicane and manages to hold a huge slide there. 10 out of 10, Ewan. You could actually see his foot going down on the throttle pedal and that thing went sideways. And Begbie manages to, we're going to say half spin the car there, but he did manage to hold onto that pretty well. As up the inside goes Bonthrone on Rankin at the hairpin. Rankin tries to be cheeky and go around the outside, and he does. Bonthrone gets a whole heap of throttle pedal, just has a big slide on exit the corner, and that hurts his momentum up the straight. Rankin is now checked out and pulled away quite considerably as we go back on board with Ewan Begbie up the main straight here. Pulls out to pass Adam Morrison. Over the crest of the hill he goes, good manoeuvre as we go in towards Duffy's Dip. But meanwhile, at the back of the circuit, we have got these two guys at the front pulling away handsomely over still. Paul Bell, next car to shot, is it? Here he comes. Yeah, and that looks pretty good. So it's all about winning on the road is one thing, yes, but it's all about trying to beat a set target time. And right now, Paul Bell looks like he will be the man in the driver's seat, because he's just stringing together perfect lap after perfect lap. Bonthrone in a bit of a battle and having that big moment at the hairpin will ultimately hurt him, as behind Adam Kindness, Ewan Begbie driving a brilliant race here. Great to see Begbie right involved in the thick of the action, and look at that, he pulls out and blasts past Adam Kindness. And I'm imagining that Ewan will have a big smile on his face here going past Adam Kindness as we go through the hairpin and then come out the hairpin and missed the apex a little bit. There was a little shake of the head from Ewan. Maybe he realises he missed it. A little wave back to Adam. How cheeky is that, folks? As he has another little look in the mirror and up the back straight we go. Adam Morrison climbs the back straight up towards Clark as well. Another man who we're delighted to have in the chase race. And a fast man at that. We've got to say, very fast man is Adam Morrison in that little Mini. So fast he's done a 62.8 second lap in this race. Adam Kindness also 62.8. They've done exactly the same lap time apart from the last thousands. Kindness has done a 2 and Morrison has done a 3. So great lapping from those guys as Keith Cowie has Paul Bell beside him just now, and Keith won't be liking that. Keith's car unfortunately still just a little bit off colour. We can say that, just not where it should be, and not a good way to start the 2019 SLS season for Keith Cowie. As we get towards the hairpin, Paul Rankin comes through the corner and accelerates out. Bonthrone is chasing as hard as he can, and Bonthrone's doing some pretty good lap times. His best lap time so far, 55.445. Rankin's best lap time, a 54.9, so Rankin's gone sub 55 seconds, which is pretty good in its own. As we get towards the hairpin now, Keith Cowie still ahead of Paul Bell. These two guys, both circuit racers who come and compete with Superlap Scotland, and they do have a good time when they're doing it. Although the competition on the track is getting hotter and hotter every year Superlap exists. It's a very young championship, very early stages of where they want to go with it, but Keith Cowie, well, he wants to get away from Paul Bell, and he is doing that as he goes up the back straight. Mark Kemp comes through there, and out of everybody I've seen today, I think Mark Kemp looks one of the best through that chicane at Knockhill. Maybe not in qualifying earlier on, but definitely in the races. as the two minis come through. First of all, we had Kindness, then Morrison, and as they head towards the hairpin, Adam will be looking at that cross-eyed mini behind him, and that is Adam Morrison as Adam homes in on the brakes. That's a bit of a lunge into the hairpin there. Kindness sees it coming, gives him a little bit of room, and they get very close on the exit of the corner, but thankfully no contact as they come through there. Adam Morrison though shows his intent, and here come the leaders to lap them. Is Rankin going to slide past both these guys on the way in towards Duffy's Dip? If he has, yes he has, and that was perfect. Bonthrone unfortunately having to fight his way through the two battling minis now. He gets past Morrison going through McIntyre's, but he's still behind Adam Kindness, although Adam's fast enough through that section he won't be holding him up any as they make their way up the back straight towards Clark Corner. Through they come, heading towards the hairpin now, and in towards the hairpin comes Paul Rankin. It's been a pretty stellar race from this man. He's coped with a bit of pressure at the beginning. Bonthrone did try and have a lunge in a manoeuvre, but Paul didn't give him much in the way of room, and then a big moment for Bonthrone next to the hairpin really did cost him as we go on towards the last lap now. And looking at this, I've got to say, this looks like on the road it will be a win for Paul Rankin, and he has put together some good laps, so there's a chance he could get near to his allotted aggregate time. As the mini battle still, these guys are just having fun out the back of the circuit. I don't really think they care about the aggregate time too much. They're just enjoying taking lumps out of each other. Not physically, in towards the hairpin. Morrison's too far back this time. Kindness leaves the door open, and Adam then cuts across the nose as these two guys will go into their last lap. And this should be quite a cracker of a last lap. The pink mini against the red mini. The checker flag waves for these guys. And Morrison just doesn't have enough left in the tank, unfortunately, to get past Adam Kindness. He follows him over the line. But here's your man. He has set a blistering pace at the front. Remember, the fastest lap of the race went to that man, 54.9 seconds. Paul Rankin has been pretty sensational in the chase race.
Winner on track of the SLS powered by Rockstar Energy Drink Chase Series race, Paul Rankin. First win of the chase race season, and you look absolutely mega out there.
Yeah, the car's going well for a change. We're just starting to, we've changed it to fuel injection this year, so we're basically just trying to get the hang of it, to be honest, but we're pretty on it, to be honest. There's not much left in the car, but yeah, it's great fun.
So an impressive second place then for Ian Bonthrone in the Rockstar Energy Chase Series race, and this thing just absolutely goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a good car, really good. Love it to bits. Can't complain.
Now, you spent a lot of the time on Superlap Scotland as the Rockstar pace setter. The pace on this car is incredible, but what's it like being in a field?
It's great fun. I mean, it's just such a well balanced car. I think it's almost 50-50 front to rear. It's still heavy, but it's got big tyres to kind of give it a wee bit of grip. So no, it's good fun. I like having a wee bit of battle with people, and it's good fun there with Paul in the race. So yeah.
Third place then in the Rockstar Energy Chase Series race goes to Keith Cowie. And if it was a medal for the amount of effort that went in, I think you would definitely win it. You must be delighted with third place, though.
Yeah, definitely. With the weekend we've had, well, the whole week we've had, and to come through not even having qualified, right, to take third was good fun. That's the way the chase race should be done. Fastest at the back, through at the front.
Excellent, good stuff. Now, we spoke a little bit earlier about all the trouble and strife that you're having with this car, so we'll gloss over it on this one. But third step on the podium, what's that feel like? Because that must give you some sort of impetus to keep going with the car.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of it and get it sorted. Again, the car's meant to be running almost 2 bar of boost. It was only running maximum 1 bar of boost in that race there, so probably losing at least 100 horsepower.
So that was the top 3 on the road, and it was Rankin, Bonthrone and Cowie. And after the aggregate results are all put together, it's Paul Bell who comes away the chase race winner from Ian Bonthrone and Mark Kemp, with Adam Kindness and Adam Morrison battling out right towards the end.